I have a slightly torn view on that, to be honest, right? So, I mean, with every new technology shift, there are pros and cons, and then there's applications for, I think, or different applications for various industries. And I might be wrong if we talk again in 3 years' time, but I think, especially for mobility, I think the metaverse and Web 3.0 in itself are a bit further out ahead, if at all, right? So there are other use cases first, because it's truly digital, and we have, like, with our business and mobility, there's a very strong connection to the real world, because like the actual service is happening in the real world. And yes, you can for sure think about, yeah, okay, we provide our service in the metaverse, and then your avatar can go there and take a cab. So, but I think this is a bit of a stretch and a bit further out in terms of true value generation. I mean, obviously, in this whole Web 3.0 thing, crypto plays in, right? So we also need to see what's happening there, and not only maybe crypto, but more so blockchain, right? I think this is maybe something where we need to see developments of decentralized storage, what can be done there. But I think at this very point in time, it's all still very inefficient, right? And it's not where it most likely will be in the future. So and then, in general, I would say, same as with Web 2.0, right? So, which is now part of life. There's a lot of upsides and a lot of cool things, and also there's a lot of potential problems with that, right? And I hope that early on, with the learnings from Web 2.0, there will be mitigations in place, right? So just very few quick examples, right? So while, I mean, social media is a part of our life and brings a lot of value, there's also downsides, like people getting addicted to that. Like there's an increasing problem of, especially for children, in terms of cyber mobbing and stuff like that. So and while I think there will be very cool applications and responsible use for the metaverse, there's also a potential downside scenario. If you go worst case, you look at like a book like Ready Player One, that would be a more dystopian view of what the metaverse could become. And it will most likely not go into that direction, but nevertheless, right? So there's still stuff that needs to be considered. And I think we are very, very early on. And as usual, they are very early on use cases. And I think the true use cases of Web 3.0 are not even existent of today, right? So I don't think what we are seeing today will be the long time main part of Web 3.0.